has come to my motherfucking goddamn gay attention that I popped a receipt on Beyonce making a performative appearance for Kamala Harris towards the end of her goddamn gay lecture. And while Kamala Harris was at a dance party with Beyonce,
Joe Biden is asleep. Kamala is at a dance party with Beyonce. 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 Dance party with Beyonce. Dance party with Beyonce. Dance party with Beyonce. Dance party with Beyonce.
okay? Donald Trump held a rally at Madison Square Garden that featured some very radical speakers. One in particular I'm going to let Bob report on.
Reporting live from Spirit Squad Worldwide. Bob from Channel 8. Bob.
A comedian at Donald Trump's rally called Puerto Rico a floating island of garbage, sparking fury from Republicans and Democrats and accusations of racism. My apologies. The comic Tony Hinchcliffe was among the speakers at the Madison Square Garden in New York on Sunday. He also made a series of jokes that lent on racist stereotypes. A Trump advisor distanced the former president from the Puerto Rican joke, which was also denounced by Trump's Democratic rival Kamala Harris. Harris herself was the target of another Trump warm-up speaker who also sparked controversy. The feature came as one of the world's top Latin celebrities, Puerto Rican rapper Bad Bunny, endorsed Kamala Harris for president. Reporting live, Bob from Channel 8. Come on, Bob.
Reporting live from Spirit Squad Worldwide. Bob from Channel 8. Bob.
If you haven't seen the rhetoric, I got you covered. Let me show you exactly what was said.
A lot going on. Like, I don't know if you guys know this, but there's literally a floating island of garbage in the middle of the ocean right now. Yeah. I think it's called Puerto Rico. Okay. All right. Okay. We're getting there. Again, normally I don't follow the national...
That's not the only thing that he said. He also said that he spotted a black person in the audience, and he said, "What the fuck is that on your head?" No, we're cool. We just had a Halloween party last night where we carved watermelon. What's your thoughts about it? I'll tell you my thoughts. I think it's funny as hell. I think it's funny as hell that we live in a country where a candidate has more felonies than I can count on my hands. I think it's funny as hell that we actually have to debate who's the better fit for office right now. I think that it's funny that we're even having this conversation, to be honest. I think that other countries are laughing at us. I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed that these are the two people that are gunning for the head office, one of which I can get behind because she's normal. The other one is not even presenting to the general public his stance on anything. It's all overshadowed by radicalism. Now, this is a marketing strategy, believe it or not. It's be the most outlandish you can to garnish attention. There's this phrase in the entertainment industry, there's no such thing as bad publicity. Like the baby girl who tore up that national anthem. You know exactly who I'm talking about. Okay? I mean, she literally said, I fucked it up. I fucked it up. I mean, how distasteful and disrespectful is that? And yet, Good Morning America called her to sing on their platform to give her even more exposure and for her to get it right. Right. So, Trump's tactic has literally been, since Kamala Harris has been running for the office, to demean, to be more radical than you were before, to be xenophobic, borderline racism, even though racist remarks didn't come out your mouth. Look who you got up there to speak on your behalf. That wasn't funny. Okay? But inversely, I challenge black people. If you see a white person in the crowd at a black comedy show, they are the target of jokes. Am I right? Can I play devil's advocate with that a little bit? Let's be clear. And the reason that I know how they feel is because I was the target of a lot of comedy jokes in my college career. I was just in attendance. I wasn't being a spectacle, and yet the entire set turns into a gay bashing joke. Like, I know how that feels. But if a white person is in a black comedy crowd with a black girl, the whole comedy set turns into a show on them. Now, I'm not saying that's what happened at the Trump rally, and I'm not saying that that was an appropriate standard either, because this is a political rally, honey. You want people to like you. Didn't nobody like what you said about Puerto Rico? I mean, it was literally racist, and the fact that Trump himself did not come forth and denounce that off the rip, it says a lot about what he feels. I mean, he said the Proud Boys were a good lot of people, and that there were good people on both sides. He said that there was a lot of love shared on the day of the insurrection when people lost their lives because you decided you didn't want to secede from office. This is who we got to vote for. Said he's gonna annul the Constitution. So what's that mean for civil rights? What's that mean? You talking about women's rights? Once the women can't do nothing, who next? Who next? And the fact that you're not correcting is, yeah, Rudy Giuliani said some shit, Hulk Hogan said some shit, but that man right there, he took the goddamn on cake, and he took the cake because, baby, you didn't denounce it. J.D. Vance claimed he ain't seen it. You seen it. You seen it. You seen it. You seen it. People behind the scenes say that he admires dictators. He admires the Nazi Party. I mean, bro, like, I don't know. I'm ready for it to be over. Baby, it's a setup. It was a setup. And you know who set it up. You know exactly who set it up. Todd!
Could have been a scheme that Todd set up for him to come to you with the bullets.
Just like that damn him getting shot in the ear was set the fuck up. Okay? It's like he's choosing to be radical so that we garnish attention. Like him, dislike him, he's a celebrity. We love attention. We love it. We need it. You know? So why not insult Puerto Ricans? Okay? And you smart to insult Puerto Ricans because, yes, there are a lot of them, but they are a lower demographic than the people that are going to be voting. So that's what you do. And this is the thing. For people who say, like, how he just get up there and say that? How did Kanye just jump on stage and steal an award from Taylor Swift? It was set up. They were vetted. They knew exactly what he was going to say, and they did nothing to stop it. They knew exactly that Kanye West was going to set up there and snatch that award from fucking Taylor Swift and try to give it to Beyonce, and now Taylor Swift is on top of the world. You think that's a coincidence? He did insult all minorities, but the media is specifically focusing on Puerto Ricans, and it's purposeful. You don't watch me long enough that I don't need to pull cards on this, but I am. But this is like a bad episode of the fucking Matrix. Like the Matrix reboot they tried to give us during COVID. It was bad. It's bad. And with a party that talks like that, it's only natural to feel that people who have allegiance to that feel the same way. How can you not feel that way? You know what I'm saying? So when I go out there on November the 5th and stand in them lines, I live in North Carolina. I'm pretty sure I'm going to see a whole bunch of supporters of different things. Okay? And trust and believe, for safety purposes, I will be live the whole time and I will have security with me. Okay? But we going. Okay? We going. Okay? And you got to go too. Even if the vote don't count, it's just, I got to make a stand against that energy. And this is my way, and it's also my way of paying homage to people who lost their lives to stand in those lines that we complain about. So, I'm all about giving honor. But let's go ahead and put cards on the table about this.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Oh, Spirit, can I please, Lord, can I read this? This says yes for a fresh perspective. Okay, well, let's see what to go on. Let's do it. What's coming to mind in these cards is do or die. Die vibe. It's the same vibe I was feeling as I was talking about this. This is almost like going for broke, saying any radical thing to gain people who feel that way as a part of your allegiance. It goes deeper than, electing somebody to give a comedy speech that went left. This is propaganda to appeal to older white men. Or the common thread of the party, okay? And the common thread of the Republican Party is Confederacy, things of that nature. Maybe not the common thread, but it is adjacent to that. And speaking of that, they had a black speaker go up there at the Republican little thing that he was doing while Beyonce was doing what she was doing.
Joe Biden is asleep. Kamala is at a dance party with Beyonce.
Okay, while she was at a dance party with Beyonce, this is basically suggesting that I'm going to appeal to people with radical minds. And we definitely knew what he was going to say beforehand. And like the point I was going to make prior to that was that they had a black man come out to a Dixie Chick song that has been an anthem for the Confederacy. They literally played in that black man's face. Literally. And all of this was, we might as well go all the way outlandish, get who we can get, and say whatever the fuck we want. They're going to vote for me anyway. That's basically what this is. It reeks of arrogance here. And this is going for broke. He's literally going for broke right now. That's what this is. And going back to the strategy behind it, there are more small towns in the world than democratically populated big cities. I live in North Carolina. We have a democratic city, but if you go 30 minutes up the street, you in Shelby. That's Trump land, bitch. And not too long ago, there was somebody that was found hanging from a goddamn tree by a noose. I refuse to read it because it dealt with death in a way that I don't find to be respectful to the families. But that stuff still happens. We're not that far removed, right? So he is appealing to these backwoods motherfuckers who would never in their lifetime imagine voting for a black female. But a black female gonna win. And I'm gonna read it. I just need a gender. What is the gender of our future president? Give it to me, please. Flock. That's not a gender. that's a vibe. That's not a gender. The first card I pulled was that, though. Give me a gender, Spirit, please. This is a feminine energy. It's the Phoenix Tarot card upright. It's the act of rising from the ashes. But look, both of these cards, I mean, that was the first one I pulled. That does represent Trump, but this represents rising from the depths, and the demon could be in the depths. I'll read it the day before. You got to stay tuned to see exactly what goes down. And in 8 days, we all will know.